those who made the sacrifice, those who died, those whose bones lie deep in the Atlantic Ocean, those ancestors stolen from the motherland and taken to another land. We honor you. I say. We honor those freedom fighters like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Mary Bethune, Nat Turner, and the thousands of others who fought, who bled, who died. I say. We honor those, the unknown warriors, whose names we don't know, who fought, who bled and died for freedom. As we pour and we say, I say. We honor the unborn children who will continue the legacy of sacrifice, who will fight in honor of those who fought the fight. I say. We call out to those, join the fight. Join the fight and continue to honor those who fought, who bled, and who died. I say. We pour libations and honor those who fought the fight. I get up, stand up, get up, stand up, stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Harriet, Bethune, Turner. I say. Get up, stand up. I say. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. I get up, stand up, I say. Get up, stand up, I say. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Harriet, Bethune, Turner. I say. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Get up, stand up. I say. Get up, stand up. I say. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Get up. Get up. I say. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Harriet, Bethune, Turner. I say. Stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up, get up, stand up. I say.
Yo, this is Brother Hatim. I want to welcome y'all this morning to the Daily Toast. I'm drinking my water. I hope you're drinking yours. We're running kind of late, but last night we was up doing that show. Yeah, I said, boy, Brother Hatim, I ain't seen no broadcasting or podcasting. Well, I'm doing a show um, with the owners of the Shisha Lounge, and so right now we're doing some preliminary stuff. We're sitting around, we're getting it together. So, I was up late, so I said, "Hey man, I'm gonna have to hold it off to 5:15." So I got on about 5:18. The computer cooperated. We got it moving. So make sure you drink your water. But I gotta remind you, you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. The show right now we're talking about is the Daily Toast, where we lift up our glasses and salute our ancestors. And of course, this is brought to you by a Heart of a Simple production, where we strive, and I do mean strive, to blow up your old paradigm. Sorry for the reverb or the loop that's happening to those that's listening live on the podcast or not live on the podcast. But family, look, I want to, like I said, I'm drinking my water. I'm trying to get some of y'all time because I know some of y'all might have been up and you fall back to sleep and then you get back up, and I appreciate those that are trying to keep up with the journey, right? Because this Daily Toast, this is a journey, right? This is a journey I took upon myself, and some of y'all said, "Hey, I'm down with you, brother. I'm with you. We do need to salute our personal ancestors on a daily basis." But other people's like, "You're doing it too much." You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors is not important in their view. You know what I'm saying? Or not important enough. You know what I'm saying? But we got to understand, we get up and we grind for other people every day. So I'm saying get up and grind for yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? When we pour libations for our ancestors, we're grinding for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're remembering the stock from which we come. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all look at the stock market every day. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at outside stocks. You're not looking at the stock of you, right? You're not looking at the politics of your family. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to you. And I'm saying before we even start our day, this is why I try to do it during the weekdays early as I do, because I want people to start getting up and focusing on the real, focusing on what's important, family. You know what I'm saying? It's important that we start saluting our ancestors, right? So, speaking of saluting the ancestors, before I get into this today, of course, I'm reading my man Amos Wilson, The Falsification of African Consciousness, Eurocentric History, Psychiatry, and the Politics of White Supremacy. Woo! That's a hell of a title. And this is from the lecture series, so, because a lot of this I do remember in his speech, so I'm starting to wonder if they just took his speech and made it a book. Or is he taking his book and making it, I don't know. However it's happening, right? But let's go on and let's look at this piece here. Alright, we have been set up by Eurocentric historiography, or the writing of European history, in such a way that when the word slave is mentioned, we assume that we are talking about us African people. So we read about slaves in history, and right away assume they must be talking about colored folks, as if no other people has ever been enslaved but black people. In other words, historiography can create an outright lie, as it often does, or present itself neutrally, non-ethically, and achieve deceptive ends, since it has already set us up to misperceive reality and truth. The European historiography so beautifully sets us up that we supply the lie while looking directly at the truth. This society gets away by pretending that it's free and open. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not provide tremendous amounts of information and puts that information right in our neighborhoods, right before our eyes. We're just overrun with information. There's so much information in libraries until one young man went into one and just by reading found out how to develop an atomic bomb. The mechanism, the whole thing, not from classified data, but data right on library shelves. He had to have intentions and needs to do that, didn't he? He had to have goals, values, other things that took him to those books. And those mental structures allow him to pull out relevant information and piece it together. Now, this is where we at. Listen, without appropriate motivational structures, information can be put right before our faces and we will gain nothing from it. Now, those of us that's dealing with education, those of us that's dealing with trying to uplift the community, right? This is a line that we have to really pay attention to, family. Think about it. Without appropriate motivational structures, information cannot be put right before our faces, and we will gain nothing from it. Many of us have experienced where you can put the information right in front of people. I mean, it's there, and as far as you're concerned, it's the truth. And people will just look right at it and be like, that's some bullshit. They're not motivated, right? People like motivation. They lack guiding character. They like the guiding characteristics he talked about. They lack the values, right? Because all the value has been knocked out of us and pushed out into the world. So now the only things that are valuable are outside of us. There's no intrinsic value within us or within a majority of the masses. So I'm going to go on toast because I see some of y'all still sleeping, and that's cool. So I'm going to salute the ancestors right now. So I'm going to finish my water. Go. That is that original. That's enough right now. All right, family, here we go. Let's do this toast. I need to get up. I need to wash these dishes. Well, hey, fortunately, I already ironed my kids' stuff, at least most of it, so we're good. Somebody sent me an ancestor. I know who it was. All right, so. Somebody recently died. Your family, like I said, don't be shy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have time to toast the ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Post them up on the timeline. I'm gonna get them, right? Because like I said, I'm serious about this. All right, so today is Ujamaa, and it's a day of cooperative economics. The model principle for the day is reciprocity. Powerful, powerful principle. The M7 for the day is gratitude. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I'm trying to get the kids to look for today is gratitude. Alright? The Hermetic law for the day is polarity. The color is green. It's how appropriate dealing with the whole cooperative economic. Males born on this day is Yao. Female born on this day is Ya. And welcome to two people who stopped in. Peace out, family. Peace out. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming from the emotional emancipation circles, African-centered cultural virtues and value system. I would suggest if you have opportunity, man, to find one of these groups because they have some powerful conversations. And now I want to be clear, family. Look, I'm big on having the conversations, right? Not necessarily the lectures. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us went to lectures and actually think that the lecture is a conversation, but a conversation is something where you are actively involved. Your mind is working. It's not in neutral. See, because in lectures we have to go and kind of be in neutral because we can't really throw out opposing ideas or agreeing ideas with the lecturer. Even though some of y'all do try, I have to move away from them. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to talk during a damn lecture. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of that shit too. I admit it. You know what I'm saying? But during conversations, this is what we have to have. This is what spark the French Revolution. This is what sparked the American Revolution, the conversations. You know what I'm saying? They came around during the French Revolution. It was something like parlors or, living rooms, what we call living rooms today, where individuals get together and talk. You know what I'm saying? Coffee shops and shit have been places where people have come together to conversate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in the conversation that the personal relationships are built. Because I keep on telling y'all to tribe up. You know what I'm saying? To tribe up, you got to have some type of initiation. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, a lot of us don't go out and do things as far as initiation, but conversation is a starter, family. So you have an opportunity when you conversate to share those ideas, so that you can see that the voice in your head is just not crazy. That you're not the only one with those thoughts, or maybe the thoughts in your head are crazy, and you need somebody as a sounding board. So those conversations are important. This is one of the reasons that I start going back to the Shisha Lounge. Why? Because there's other people there with thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, they had the coffee shops during the American Revolution. The bar played a major component. People get together and drink the alcohol and start talking about how they were unfairly being taxed. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of us, are using the shishas. We're using the lounges for that. We need a think tank in a sense. We need an outlet to get these ideas out. Sean McGill, right? You know what I'm saying? Now you see, and it don't even have to be formal. You understand what I'm saying? But a think tank would be nice on a national. But then with the think tanks, what start happening is you start bringing in the talking heads, the big personalities that will dominate the event. These need to be where what I'm talking about is basically where you and some of your partners get together, whether you know what I'm saying, and y'all sitting around and y'all able to really politic. Y'all put yourselves in an environment where other people are having conversations, and it's not just sports and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about politics. We're talking about economics. We're talking about spiritual systems. We're talking about culture. We're talking about all types of stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about life. See, because a lot of us don't know how to live life. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us are we're discovering and building life as we go, when in fact, you know what I'm saying, we need to be benefiting off the wisdom of our elders. But because we don't have conversations, because we don't have time to sit down and talk, and most of us don't have time, or we feel we don't have time to sit down and listen, we're missing out on crucial lessons. You understand what I'm saying? Crucial lessons. You know what I'm saying? We're missing lessons from our past, right? As a matter of fact, Amos Wilson in his book talk about how history has been made to appear as if it's not important, as if it's not, it doesn't have value, as if it is separate from politics and economics and spirituality, when history plays a central role when we start looking at history appropriately, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is looking at history inappropriately. We want something to make us feel good rather than something that's going to challenge us, rather than something that's going to wake us the fuck up, rather than something that's going to put a fire in our belly so we have to get out here and make some changes and shit, right? So, according to the African-centered cultural virtues and value systems used by the Emotional Emancipation Circle, today, Wolof, the principle or the value that we need to be looking for is Yomandi, which is compassion for those less fortunate than yourselves. The Khan ethics, patience, and traditional Yoruba, we talk about, is called emoji mora, which is sensitivity. You know, I think one of those boys from sensitivity. What's his name? Ralph Transvan, right? Sensitivity. You might not be old enough to remember that, or even know who he is. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna toast the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it. Creator. We lift our glass, and we thank the Creator for allowing us to have another day. You know what I'm saying? To at least experience life. We have another day to greet our elders. We have another day to hug our children. We have another day to implement change, right, in our lives as well as the world. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe to that Creator, right? We lift up our glass and we remember our personal ancestors. We remember our grandmothers and our grandfathers, and we're grateful for those ancestors that were in our life. We're grateful for them, and we lift up the glass and we salute them and we send them energy and we pray that they send us wisdom in return. You know what I'm saying? They allow us, or they give us a connection to a world beyond. You know what I'm saying? We're connected by love. So we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors. And we thank them for the lessons that they left in our life. We thank them for the time that they spent with us. We thank them. And we shout out their names. At this point in time, start shouting out your ancestors, family. Call on my personal ancestors. I'm going to do my personal ancestors. Those that are new, you do your personal ancestors. If you shy and you don't want, or you don't know a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, post them up. I'll say them for you. So right now, we lift up our glass. And I'm going to start my family. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert, Texana Davis, Hunter Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Chris and Fanny Gatson, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Margaret Ellis, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Nikki Ellis, my aunt Katie Ellis, my uncle Wash Ellis Jr., my granduncle Herman Brown the second, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, Montague Pittman L, John Fallard, Nomo X, Sapet Mara, Dr. Marianne Williams, Elder Harrison, Elder Farmer, Elder Donaldson, Elder Millie Dixon. Ed Sparks just passed away. My sister Tara House posted him up. A great ally. Trying to, and helping me and helping some of the people that I worked with, trying to make change. Made sure we had those dollars. It was very hard. I know it was very hard to get them. You know what I'm saying? But we got them. All right. Mark Walsh. Terrell Dunbar, Dr. Marianne Williams, Tony Clark. We lift up our glass and we say, well, not yet. From Kwanzaa. Y'all know it's Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa season's coming up, family. We're in the 9th month. We got 3 months to go. We're moving on to the 50 years be even greater than the first. We're moving to the 50th year, I think, or is this the 51st year? The 51st year Kwanzaa, family. You know what I'm saying? So, well, maybe it's the 50th. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we got Kwanzaa coming up. So I'm going to be posting up some links for those of us in Columbus that want to support the Kwanzaa efforts this year. We're trying to make it bigger than it has ever been, you know, and that's going to be kind of hard because, you know, I know some of y'all in these years, these past few years, we've been like, oh, it's been kind of slim, blah, blah, blah. You know, so but at one point in time, Kwanzaa was the thing here in Columbus, right? You know what I'm saying? So we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors that was recognized during the program. We have Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, and Mrs. Marie McDowell. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there we move to the present moment. We talked about the principle of the day, which is Ujamaa, but we also share other principles. If you have your principle, just look for your principles. Oh, yes, we was. Sean McGill was shouting out Brother Normal X, right? So, hey, but we toast this moment, and we say, Ashe, and this moment is your power, family. Pull on this moment. Stop worrying about your past. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about the future. In this moment, right? In this moment, you have an opportunity to change somebody's life or even to change your life. Use this moment, right? Use your history as fuel, right? Use it as fuel. Use the history of your people as fuel. Alright? So we lift up our glass, man, and we salute this moment. And we say, Ashe, from there, we move on to our children, our children's children, on to infinity, family. Toast your children. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we have to discipline, right? We got to check them. Every now and then, not even every now and then, let's salute our children, alright? Because it's through them that we are able to move in the future. And one day, we want to make sure that they have the insight and the wherewithal to lift up the glass to toast us. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. And now, family, I toast you. If you got any special libations, you know what I'm saying? I toast you. And I say, hey, we salute them, right? We toast your struggles. We toast your victories. We say, Ashe. Where my glass at? Ancestors like the sound. I like the sound too. Ashe. 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 I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years, family. We're going to make this one quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for joining me. Right? So we lift up the glass. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Shouts out to Sister Lady J. Shouts out to Sean McGill. We will be doing a show tonight, 9 p.m. As y'all know, on Ujamaa. We talk about those tribal quotes. So I'm about to drink up. Y'all have a great day. And with that, I say peace. Let me see what music I'm going to take y'all out with. It's going to be one of the family tracks. Let's see. Hey, let's go and do Brother Shechem and Brother O'Skeen with Judgment Day.
So with no further delay, let's give him our undivided attention and let's receive Brother Minister Nuri Muhammad with a warm round of applause. All praise is due to Allah.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, family. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. I'd like to greet my brothers and my sisters in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody today? All praises are due to Allah. I'm doing well myself, striving in Allah's name to make my word my bond. Thanking Allah to be able to celebrate a Savior's Day. To actually have met a Lord and a Redeemer for the black man and woman in the whole world if they only but understood. And I'm talking about the greatest black man that has ever lived other than God himself, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, Columbus most dangerous up in here for the year 2014. Yeah. Grime Life Entertainment. It's got you calling on your Jesus. Stomach full of pork chops. Wake the body of sleepers getting beat. It's time I wreck shop. The enemy keep these picture from the scripture. Blood you didn't decrypt you. He put you with devilish ways. He got you this way. You see the picture. Vision it clearly. Man, you too near me not to hear me. Chastisement divinely coming from Allah so severely. Rain, snow, hell, and earthquakes. The world will shake. Let's watch these white devils fall. Death is your fate. Vanilla killer, cause it's judgment day. Ain't no escape, ain't running high. It's about time you pay for slavery. Look what you did to me and other black people. Made us to live inferior. Treat us like we ain't equal. Tricked us with Christianity. Taught us about a trinity. Plans to lead us to hell. blind with no unity. If you and me wanna break these chains, united we stand tall. Let's go Union, Elijah's final call. We must follow his teachings. Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite, white folk gon' pay. For the way she did her, black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. No, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away.
See what's wrong with the way we living? Crazy spending and fornicating with crazy women. It's crazy ignorant, you programmed and maybe ignorant. Just sit down, have a seat, homie, and pay attention. BT wants you to see the cars, clothes, and bling. That's what they show you to program you just to want these things. To make it worse, they even show you how to go and get it. Get you a pot and some water, jump on the stove and whip it. Guess you don't understand the reason why you wear a chain. Cause you still enslaved, it's different, yet it's still the same. They blowing up our buildings, they poisoning our food. They poisoning our mind, we sick and we ain't got the flu. But you don't got a clue, cause you addicted to Jerry Springer and Dr. Who and whatever they got for you. We killing each other thinking it's what we gotta do. The end is near and it's coming soon. I'm dropping jewels.
Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite, white folk gon' pay. For the way she did her, black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. Nope, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. We in these last days, they still don't wanna give us reparations. And they still don't wanna offer us the land to build the black nation. So we can show that we started civilization, the first created on earth. Take it for what it's worth. This is God's work. If he give it, he take it with his divine work. The real hurts, best bow and repent, or else it gets worse. Hearts will burst. You even got the nerve to wanna integrate. Who does that? Sleep with the enemy. That's a fool's fate. Take heed to the lessons taught by Elijah Muhammad. Drop your Christian faith, accept Allah. Become an Islamic, believe in his prophet. Believe in the oneness of the Almighty. He's present to crush the wicked and slimy. White man, he grimy. Your time's up. You try 6,000 years, no more luck. You can't duck. The disaster was struck. Y'all should give up. So keep your false preaching. Save us all from your grief. The final call. Listen, Muhammad speaks. We must follow his teachings. Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite, white folk gon' pay. For the way she did her, black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. Nope, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away.
Alright, family. I want to thank you for tuning in to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. It's early. Well, it ain't as early as it should be, but it's early enough in the morning, and you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. Ain't nothing like that roar to get your ass up. But we strive, and I mean strive, to blow up those old paradigms. So, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, and y'all know I will see you in the morning. Oh, my fault, and I'm going to see y'all tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing the show, man. Don't just listen. Click the bell. Some of y'all be wanting to get up early anyway. Y'all be lying, talking about I need to get up a little bit earlier. I need to work out. Get your ass up and work out. You know what I'm saying? Do you need me to work out with you? I'll work out with you. Well, not this week. I'm about to do another fast, but, you know, I'm about to hit another 21-day challenge, but, you know. But anyway, I want to thank y'all, man. I want to thank y'all for, why you mad at me? What I do? I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all be claiming y'all want to get up, because it's about 40 or 50 y'all to be tuning in. You know what I'm saying? And listening on the slide. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us is, you know, like me and Brother Kwame, you know, we on different frequency, you know. Some of y'all pop in every now and then, you know, shit, you know, ain't nothing like consistency. Ain't nothing like consistency, right? You know what I'm saying? We on 200, think about this. We started this around January 1st. Somewhere around here. Like last Kwanzaa. Dude. I mean, we on month 9. This is, I'm trying to tell y'all. And listen, what start to happen is you start building up that energy. Start building up the energy. It's almost like, you know, this cup, when I shatter this cup, this glass right here, the world gonna change. Hell, we already getting crazy storms and shit. Oh, check this out. I'm gonna go. I had 2 things happen to me last night. So, the brother that was that's the producer asked me a question, and the question was, do you think that the political confusion in America is contributing to all these storms that are raging in the Atlantic Ocean and moving in towards America? Or do you just think it's global warming? First, excellent question. I won't go into what I said, but I want y'all to think about the question. You know what I'm saying? Is the storms a result of our political situation in America? Is it symbolic? You know what I'm saying? Is there something going on beyond just global warming? Is it our ancestors? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, because this is the question. This is where the question leads us to. See, family, y'all got to understand, as we wake up, our ancestors start waking up. As we start calling our ancestors start. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm talking about your personal ancestors, family. These are the ones that you have a direct connection with that really start moving on your behalf. And the more of us that start doing it, the more we going to start affecting reality. Y'all got to understand that shit. This is real, right? Some of y'all be thinking Brother Hatem is playing, dog. This is that ancient magic. But hey, and then a young lady asked me. She said, I want to pick your brain. And this is her question. And maybe some of y'all can help me answer her question. Because this is, like the brother said, this is our think tank. Right? We don't have to come together and sit in a room no more. We can. Some of y'all come out and smoke hookah with me. Y'all can do that if y'all want. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to smoke hookah. I'll get you coffee, get you some tea. You know, it's a bunch of stuff. You know, bring you some food. You know what I'm saying? We can kick it. Right? You had that, just had that gathered. But anyway, she said, how can we teach people, especially poor black folks, how to benefit from gentrification? Is there a way that we could benefit from gentrification of our communities? And I want you to understand that, because I know a lot of y'all immediately going to jump off on the no. But I want you to understand, this is a young person asking a question. Now, for me, there's power in that, because she sat back and she thought about this question, and she looked at me and she had enough respect for me to ask me my opinion on this shit. But this is the thinking is happening, man. I mean, that's a powerful ass question. How do we benefit off of gentrification? If it's happening, and we know it's happening, and we know it's going to happen, how do we find ways to benefit from it? Is there a way to benefit from it? And I know a lot of y'all like, no, there's no goddamn way. Listen, I got shot, and I was able to benefit off that shit. If I could find, you know, I done been through some fucked up shit, and I done found out in every way how to benefit from it. I go to work every day. I done found out how to get a benefit from it. And I'm talking beyond a goddamn check, family. There are ways that you could benefit from shit that is supposed to be working against you. That's called what we do with the ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? That's that alchemy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, our people are so cold, family. We could take bad. I mean, we've been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all don't eat pork, but shit, we took gut intestines and made chitlins. And I know a lot of y'all gonna act like you don't like chitlins, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I miss about pork, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, it's chitlins. We took the motherfucking pig gut And we was able to take a mess and make a masterpiece. And I know some of y'all gonna get sick at this. I don't give a shit. Because the honest to goodness fact is this. No matter what they thrown at us, what we have shown is historically, no matter what has been thrown at us, we have been able to overcome and improve and get some benefit from. I want y'all to think about that, fam. You know what I'm saying? So her question is something that we might need to be thinking about, because many of us, we can argue, we could pick it, but gentrification is happening. They want the inner cities back. You can see it in Columbus. You can see it in Columbus, family. They want the inner city back. How do we benefit from it? How do we pimp it? How do we alchemically change it so that we get the benefits from it that we need? Can we? And this is a question coming from a young person, so I'm throwing it out there, and I want something. I want my think tank. I want the family that's listening to me. Can we do that? You know what I'm saying? Is there a way we could do that? Is there a way we could benefit from this shit? Because it's coming. And according to the shit that I read to y'all yesterday, we ain't got the money to stop it. All right, so yo, once again, let me go. I gotta do my exit piece. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to thank you for joining me for the Daily Toast. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Excuse me. Y'all see that I am sleep drunk. Why? Who keep throwing up the mad? Who keep throwing up the mad emoji? I appreciate the emojis, but don't be mad at the nigga. At least let me know what you're mad about. You understand what I'm saying? Let me know what you're mad about. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of time. I got a couple minutes. I iron my clothes at the beginning of the week. Since I'm doing the show, I iron my clothes. I iron my daughter's clothes at the beginning of the week. So I got a little bit extra time. So what we mad about? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? This is our time. This is our think tank. This is our, in a sense, our sacred time. We get to commune not only with the ancestors, but we get to commune with each other. This is how powerful social media can be. Right? We can actually meet up early in the mornings or late at night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And meet and actually have conversations of substance. But yo, I'm as Brother Kwame say, all right, fam, go in peace and one love. I'm out, and he's out, and I'm out. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, and we are done. Oh, by the way, that track was Judgment Day by Brother Shekel Mac 10 and Brother O Scheme. All right, family members. You know what I'm saying? We got them in all sizes and flavors. This is Brother Hatim. I'm out.